My name is Sally Science, and I love it when you send in your curious questions for us to explore together. And today, I have a question that is out of this world from my friend Ada. Take it away, Ada!
How close is the moon?
Thanks, Ada, for sending in this great question. Would you believe me if I told you that the moon is further from the Earth than you think, and it is not always the same distance from the Earth? That is because as the moon travels around the Earth in something called an orbit, the shape of the orbit isn't a perfectly round circle. Its shape is what we call elliptical, kind of like the shape of an egg. You see how it's rounder in the middle and narrower on the ends? So, if we imagine that the Earth is in the center of the egg and the moon is traveling around the outside of the egg, can you see how sometimes the moon might be further away and sometimes it might be closer to the Earth? Pretty neat, hey? Sometimes when the moon is full and rises into the sky, it almost looks as if you could reach out and touch it. And that is because the moon is the closest celestial object in our night sky. But the moon is actually really, really far from Earth. The moon, on average, is 384,000 kilometers away. And I know what you're thinking. How far is that, Sally? Well, if you were to get into a spaceship right now and travel all the way around the Earth 9.5 times, that is how far it would take to travel to the moon. Ha! Crazy, right? It's hard to think about distances that are so big. So let's try scaling it down a bit to try and get a better picture. Let's pretend that we have a shrink ray and that we shrank the whole planet down to the size of this basketball. And then we shrunk the whole moon down to the size of this tennis ball. So now we can get an idea of how they compare in size. Because we shrunk the Earth and moon down in size, we can also better see the comparative distance between them. But in order to do that, we're gonna need a lot more room. So let's go outside. All right, now that we are outside, we've got lots of room to try our experiment. We've got our model Earth and our model moon. Now we know in the real world that the Earth and the moon are 384,000 kilometers away from each other, but we're gonna try and do it on a smaller scale. So let's pretend that you are on the surface of the moon looking out at Earth. Here, take this. All right, now if we're gonna have to see the length between the Earth and the moon, you're gonna have to back up quite a bit. Yeah, keep going. A little further. You're not quite there yet, keep going. A few more steps. Almost. Yeah, right there, that's perfection. So now you are standing about 7.2 meters away from where you were. And that should give you a really good idea of how far away the Earth is from the moon. All right, let's go back inside. Fun fact, did you know that the moon helps make life on Earth possible? It's true. The moon's gravitational pull stabilizes the Earth on its axis so it doesn't wobble, and that creates a nice, stable climate for all of us to enjoy and support all our friends in our ecosystems. And that same gravitational force is what pulls the ocean tides in and out every day. So, even though the moon is very far away, its effects on Earth make us very closely connected. And how amazing is that? Thanks, Ada, for sending in this lovely lunar question. If you have a question that you would like to explore with me, please send it my way. I would love to hear it. Take care, friends, and this is Sally Science signing off.